All right, welcome back. Remember that today is Friday, and when it comes to Friday is what? TGI, baby. All right, so we have Chema Innocent right here in the studio with us, as well as Esther Iwumere for entertainment. What's up in the entertainment world, girls?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, you're looking so lovely today.
You too, as usual. As
Good morning,
usual.
Esther.
Then good morning to Chema. How are you?
I'm fine.
So what's up? What's trending?
Well, a lot is happening. As Yoruba people will say, there's a way they say mewan shele, which means 10 is happening.
Oh.
When you translate it literally. So many things are happening, but this is not exactly bad. Or, you know, when one transitions from child actress to the secretary of Senators' Wives Association of Nigeria. I'm talking about Regina Daniels, who has made her foray into, I would say, into the world of politics by being the latest secretary of the Senators' Wives Association of Nigeria. My only question would be, what is the role of this association? You know, she was really excited, and she disclosed that the meeting was actually hosted by the wife of the Senate President, Ikaite Akpabio. She detailed the purpose and goals of the association. You know, she's happy. Her husband is a politician. She's also getting into it as well.
Is this
My
secretary
question
or social secretary?
She's the social secretary,
You
actually.
should understand the position.
the
now.
social secretary. I understand, but at the end of the day, what is this all about? Should we then have a Senators' Children Association of Nigeria, Senators' House Helps Association of Nigeria, Senators' Maids Association of Nigeria, and probably side chicks as well?
you see, I think basically, you know, usually in the Senate, most of these men are usually at the forefront. So let it not be like the wives are redundant or they don't have their own social corporate responsibilities within the constituency their husbands represent. So being the social secretary, there'll be some social activities that they're into, and her own part is to, you know, detail it, let the people know, publish it on social media, create that awareness, put the wives that, hey, we're active, we're not at home sitting down and doing nothing. That's what I suppose that particular
be
position.
beneficial to us.
Well, you can never do. Most of these senators' wives try to, you know, be responsible with some social welfares within the constituents their husbands represent. So their husbands are busy making laws or trying to see how the laws can be implemented. They are back home, you know, trying to see that their husbands, their influence is taking place in the constituency that they represent. So her job, basically, as a social secretary, is to ensure that all these are put, you know, in the press and the limelight. So she organizes press conferences, events, invites the press for whatever initiative or measures that they're trying to implement, you know, within their several. So I think it's a good one. And of course, she's a Nollywood star. So
honestly, for someone like Regina, who I would say is just getting into the political sphere, I hope they have, I hope they have, would I say machineries, or they have what they've set up to help them learn what it's about to be in the political sphere. It's not just about glamour, it's not just about gathering together and being senators' wives. It's really about, like you said, doing something for the community, giving back to the community that their husbands, you know, represent, and that they learn how to do these things.
Well, you can see that already, being the fact that she's a Nollywood star. So it's not bad that they're giving her that position, social secretary. So I think they gave her that position because she already understands what the social sphere is all about, social media, being the limelight, and she knows how to give the narrative. The important thing is the narrative, ensuring that the narrative is palatable, you know, to anyone who would watch it, who would see what they're doing. I think that's basically why they gave her. And if you notice, amongst all the wives, she's the youngest and the, you know, prettiest, at least, you know, considering the fact that. And so they feel she has the energy, the time to do all of that. And if you recall, she has been accompanying her husband on some visits like that, if you've been seeing it on social media. So I think she's already ingraining herself into the activities of what it is to be a politician's wife and what it entails. So it's a good one for her. Congratulations, Regina.
Congratulations, I'm happy for her, and I hope she makes the best of the position, you know, uses it to help, I would say, the needy. Well, moving on, the African Music Magazine Awards, Afrima 2023 is coming up soon, and it is set to celebrate African music excellence with much pomp and pageantry. Many people look forward to this. It's like, you know, a higher form of the Headies Awards. It celebrates notable feats by African music stars around the world, and the 10th edition is set to honor the impressive success of the current global rise of African music. I would say African music is doing so well, and Nigerian music is carrying it. Is literally carrying it. And the South Africans are trying. This Tanzanian guy, Diamond Platnumz, is the only one I know from his country. He's trying as well. So many people have come up, and there are some newbies I look forward to seeing on some categories of this award, even if they don't win. And one of them is Libianca.
The new
Yes.
cat.
Yes. She's very new cat.
All right, well, that's a good one. I think celebrating Nigerian arts in the music industry, in whatever platform it is they have to do it, it's a good one considering, you know, and I'm sure you guys will give us the update on who won what, who was nominated, and all of that stuff. So that's cool. Anything for us, Esther?
Oh yeah, we still have more. The popular Sungba crooner, Ahmed.
Zumba.
Yeah, popularly known as Ashake. He has come out, he has recounted one of his most embarrassing moments on stage. Yes, in his early life of his career, he came out to say during one of his performances, he decided to recreate Fela's style, and sorry, he asked the ladies, including him, he went on stage with you know, just
What?
panties.
Oh, really?
Oh, he went on stage with his underwear.
Yes, he did. With his underwear.
Why did he do that? He
And
wanted to recreate the format,
he wanted to
Fela thing.
recreate the old Fela thing. He wanted to give them this. He felt like, you know, according to what he said, when people, audience see people, performance, artists on stage, and dancers on stage, when they see them with their underwears, people get carried away and they just focus on, you know, the cleavage, the
Oh shit!
So he was trying to sell markets.
Yeah, he thought that will give him something that will, you know, seduce the audience.
But it didn't work.
It didn't work. Along the line, they booed him on stage. He even got assaulted. They shouted at him. They chased him away, and that's like one of the most embarrassing moments he has ever had in his career. And it took him time. It took him so much time to actually get to where he is. He said he strived for so long. He strived for almost 2 years after his university days in school. But finally, thank God. You know, they always say there's always a payday. No matter what, if you it was just consistency. I think it was consistent, right? Okay, that's why it's making it this big, and thank God for that.
Thank God for that. So you wanted to recreate the whole Fela modus operandi on stage. You know, one thing with the audience who like to attend concerts, I think over time things change for them. Maybe at the time of Fela or some certain individuals that would have worked. That may have actually worked.
Plus, it was something different. And right now, if he was trying to do that, there was no originality in it. You are basically copying someone else's style. They've seen this, they hold this man in high esteem. You might think you're trying to do something good, and they see it as a mockery of the man, you know, and you're probably not even doing it well. And you're not a descendant of his, I'm sorry, that he can forgive. And none of his children are even doing that. Everybody is trying to follow their own unique path. So who are you to come and try?
But you know,
Who's
the other
done
one?
this?
No, the other
Seun
one.
Kuti, right?
He tries by just going shirtless most times.
But do you think if Burna do this, people will boo him or they will love
Burna
it?
sometimes does it too. Burna
Yes.
sings on stage shirtless, and then he, what do you call that thing? When you sag? And then you literally see the boxers or something on top. Yeah, so I think they all come up with...
embrace it, like, they like it.
Because Burna is popular. So at the time, he wasn't popular, he wasn't well known. He wanted to use that to gain that, you know, popularity, to become famous, but it didn't work. So but someone like a Burna or Wizkid or Davido, I think they can pull it now that, you know, they've gotten their audience. Anything they do is a showstopper. Anything they do is a fashion trend. Anything they do is a challenge that people will start emulating on social media because they're already, you know, trend pacers. Exactly.
So does that mean with the level he has gotten to now?
No, now if he wants to, he can do it if he wants to. I think he will get it. I think he will get it.
All right, next on our list is Simi. Simi came out to say what people thought actually happened then didn't happen. You know, back then when she was coming up, people thought she and Falz had this chemistry between them. But she came out now to say, even I myself, honestly, if she didn't say it, I wouldn't believe nothing ever happened between them. She came out now to say nothing actually happened. It was just it was strictly business. It was strictly music. They had no entertainment. They had no
thing.
Yeah, they
to
had
to
no.
see musicians have chemistry and nothing intimate between them.
Yes.
Honestly, it's a beautiful thing. Because another thing I've actually tried to consider when things like this happen is when there's a competition between you both, all right? There is just that same platform of immersing yourself in the arts and music and giving the audience what they want to enjoy. I think that's what happened, and I think that's where the chemistry came. I think a lot of persons who were like you, who were a little bit disappointed when she eventually married Adekunle Gold and not Falz. Even Falz himself, I'm sure he must have laughed at the whole thing, because they usually ride on most of his publicity stunts.
Yeah, she said people actually bought what they did not sell. They were not trying to sell, okay, we are dating.
It was more of a musical chemistry.
Honestly.
But trust people to add the other things to it.
Hello, that's entertainment.
Sounds just like matchmaking.
Don't you
like,
matchmake? Another program, I mean, what do you call reality show is another
Big
reality
Brother.
show is coming up now. You people will start matchmaking from day one.
People look good together.
You start matchmaking. I don't know. I think Nigerians love matchmaking. Somehow, I think they like to build their whatever fantasy on the on the premise of these popular individuals. It makes them not really look inside. Possibly just whatever fantasies they have, they just try to, portray it or illustrate it.
Yeah, they've actually matched people that had no interest with each other, and along the line, they started something and it ended up not.
No.
Example, we have this same lady, Big Brother girl. What's her name? Chioma, the winner, the last 2 years winner also.
Messi.
No, not Messi.
Which one?
This. I don't want to. Yeah, Fina, exactly. Yeah, Fina and the guy she dated while she was in the house.
Groovy. Yes.
I wonder how I know these things. It's always there on social media. Even if you don't watch it, it's always in your face.
Yes.
You know what's going on, and there's just always so much quarrel. The problem I have with the Nigerian entertainment industry is whenever people want to trend, they come up with one controversy or the other. You don't need to drag your name through the mud or attach it to one negative thing because you want to trend. Honestly, it's not nice.
In fact, for me, what actually the couple that a lot of people thought would resonate were the other winner, Messi and because they had this Bonnie and Clyde kind of chemistry in the house. So people wanted that to continue outside the house. In fact, you do know that African Magic gave them gave Messi a show where she was doing the life of Messi, exactly, and then Ike was part of it. So for Fina and Groovy, to be honest with you, I just felt it was just for the show, for the house. I didn't really see that genuine chemistry between the both of them compared to how it was for Messi and
Bam Teddy as well. They succeeded in that.
Exactly.
It's a very dead strategy from the beginning to be trying to attach yourself to someone.
Honestly, I wouldn't go on that show and attach myself to someone. Instead, someone will attach himself to me. And
Thank you, Chema Innocent. Thank you, Esther, for being part of VOP this morning on the entertainment segment. We actually did enjoy the stories. Meanwhile, you can actually follow us live at VOP TV live on social media, and of course, you can also subscribe to our YouTube channel at Voice of the People TV. We'd like to hear your comments. Stay with us. We'll still have interesting programs coming up your way.